Hey everybody, I hope you're having a good weekend. Just some notes for next week. Someone gave me some gladiolus bulbs that I have in this paper bag on this shelf. If anybody has experience planting bulbs, I would like to get those in the ground this week. The guy who gave them to me said that they only get about 18 inches high, so I thought maybe somewhere along the fence would look nice, like maybe over where on the other side of the fence, so like on the outside of the fence where the scarecrow is, was my only thought. But I'm really open, so if anybody wants to take that on, those will be down on this shelf. We started some seeds last week, so just make sure that you spray with the mist setting on the hose inside. Just mist the tops of these soil blocks if you're here. We just want to mist them daily until they germinate. I have these extra spinach seedlings, which I'm going to plant out in bed 9. I guess we could probably plant them next week, or I might wait for them to get just a little bit bigger. But those, just so you know not to plant them anywhere else, they will go in bed 9 and fill in the rest of the space in there. So going outside, let's harvest some more dill and parsley, and let's just go ahead and start harvesting this tarragon. It's still doing really well. I didn't realize that it was kind of hardy. So let's start harvesting some of this. We could just do, tarragon's pretty strong, so you don't need very much in a bag, but maybe like you could do like that much in a bag and just start trimming off some pieces off the tarragon. There's a plant there, a plant there. Out here we can keep harvesting the Swiss chard in both beds. There's probably a couple more beets, like that one looks like a good size. I harvested 4 beets last week and put them in a bag together. Just make sure you mark that like the greens are edible. So if you find like 3 or 4 decent sized ones, like that one looks like it's a pretty good sized one too. So I think there's probably 3 or 4 in here we can harvest. I harvested a couple heads of cabbage today, and Katie finished the stand-up bed last week. So we'll probably leave these for now. More kale in bed 20 and in the pot that's right out by the sidewalk. And I guess there's a little bit of kale in this bed still, so you can harvest it too. I don't know, we're getting some just tiny little shoots on the broccoli. I don't have anything to put in this bed anyway, so I'm just going to leave it. And eventually I'll pull these out, but we'll just leave them for now. Collards we can keep harvesting. And you can harvest some chives and rosemary and thyme. This lettuce we'll go ahead and just start harvesting next week. Let's just do like 1 row per day. So Monday we'll do a row, Tuesday we'll do a row, and Wednesday we'll do a row, because it doesn't keep very well and I don't want to send Renee too much and too much at a time. So I just, when I was trimming it last week, get way down at the bottom and trim it right at basically where it's coming out of the ground. And I am doing a little experiment, so you might see, I'll show you in this other bed, I am leaving the roots in the ground. So this is what I trimmed last week. I'm trimming it right at the dirt, and I'm leaving the roots in there. I'm not pulling them up. I've just been doing some research about kind of all the networks that are created with the roots in the ground, and just kind of do an experiment to see what happens if we leave the roots in. So you kind of, it's something you have to plant around the next time you plant, but you know, eventually they'll break down in the soil, and all like the networks that are created will stay intact. So we'll see how that works. In terms, I was going to show you guys one other thing. There are some plants sprouting up in this garlic bed, bed 14. These little greens, I think it's some kind of mustard. So what I did last week is I took some of the big ones, and they're still sprouting up. We'll see how big these get. And I transferred them over to this stand-up bed because we didn't have anything in here. So we'll see how they do. But it might just be something we can kind of fill in some holes if we have things that aren't growing or that get eaten or whatever. So I'm just gonna let those little plants grow and then transfer them out when we need them. And oh yeah, I did want to get some of these flowers pulled out. You know, some of them still have some blooms on them, even though they're looking a little scrappy, but some other ones are just completely gone. So we can pull those out this week. Also, if anybody wants kind of a project to do, I'm going to show you real quick in the rain garden. I have little silver signs for some of the plants out here, but with everything that's got moved and added, there are definitely signs that we can put back in here. So here's one of the signs is for the Black-Eyed Susans. And some of the plants have them. This one does. But this is a new plant, and these are new plants. And you can see back here, this one is labeled. And I don't remember what all these are. This is a Sugar Shack button bush, and I think this one was the it's like a miniature version, and I know that that's a Juga. And I do have some labels in the ground, so you just have to kind of search around. Like here, these red twigged ones, there is a label on that one. Dogwood. So those could use a label. This one has a label on it. That one's a button bush, a different kind of button bush. And then back here, like, see this one I put in the ground, a little tag, and this one has a tag. So that's just something that we can work on gradually, or if you're here and you just kind of want a project, and I can help out with that. So just let me know if you're interested. I know there's signs in the greenhouse. There might be some more in the shed, but I'd like to get some more of this labeled out here. And Katie, you probably know what a lot of the existing stuff is that isn't labeled. So just something I want to kind of work on gradually. I think that is about it. Let me know if you guys have questions. I should be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. But I'll let you know if anything changes. Thanks as always. Have a good one. Bye.